car dealerships should be terrified about what's going on with the FTC crackdowns. And Asbury is really just the tip of the iceberg. Now, as you can see, Asbury, as we speak, the Asbury Automotive Group is battling it out with the FTC over alleged violations with their F&I product sales. Okay. Now, there's a video. I just saw a news report. And if you are a managing partner, owner, general manager of a dealer group, GSM and upper management, check this out, because this thing is coming hot and heavy. And think about it like this. You know, in 2020, we had the big stimulus. And what I've been told by someone that I know that worked for the FTC, and what I've heard from a couple dealerships that I've reached out to after reading their stories, the FTC is cracking down hard, and it's going to get worse, because that's the quickest way that they feel that they can recoup that money that was spent out. And here's why. You know, some of the basic things, like they're walking into dealerships and finding them $30,000 and $31,000 per violation. Things like the customer files not being behind double locked doors and in a locked file cabinet. Somebody leaving a driver's license on a copier machine, $30,000. Customer credit application left out on the deck, that counts as a file, $30,000. One store in particular, who I won't say their name, had $1.2 million in violations. They had something like 27, 28 violations, and then they only had 90 days to pay it. And so if you don't know about what's going on with this, you should. I mean, things that I found out after being in this industry for as long as I have been, things like the vetting process, realizing that every dealership is supposed to vet out each vendor that they have. Also, that they're supposed to have a compliance manager on staff that all that they do is maintain and manage compliance, but their title has to be compliance manager. Another one is data protection. You know, a lot of stores have customers' information that go back years. And I'd like to say that I know security has improved tremendously, but one of the things they're looking for is, how was that not just current customer data protected? How was old customer data protected? That too is a violation. There's just so many. And then when it comes to the sales side, a salesperson sending them in an email or sending them something on a text, customer comes in and it's considered to be a bait and switch in the customer's eye. It's just a whole host of headaches. Matter of fact, let me jump into this news story real quick and let you check this out.
For your money now, we've all driven hard bargains at the car dealership, but no one wants to get scammed.
Of course not. The FTC is planning a crackdown, though, on illegal tactics used by car dealers. CBS 4's Zach Myers shows us what the agency is going after.
While there are plenty of honest car dealers out there, the Federal Trade Commission believes that they can save American consumers more than $3 billion a year by prohibiting two common practices that are used by shady car dealerships. The first is the so-called bait and switch. That's when dealerships use pitches to lure car buyers onto the lot with ads for special deals or special prices that don't really exist after you get through all the terms and the paperwork. The second no-no, junk fees. Those can be extra warranties that duplicate the manufacturer's warranty, or maybe unnecessary service contracts, that software or audio subscriptions that your new car can't really even support. FTC Chair Lena Khan said it like this: when Americans set out to buy a car, they routinely hit with unexpected and unnecessary fees that dealers exact just because they can. The CARS rule will prohibit exploitative junk fees in the car buying process, saving people time and money and protecting honest dealers. Now, the FTC has now finalized the Combating Auto Retail Scams, or CARS rule, which says no misrepresentations of key information like price, cost, and terms, offering price, total payment, and add-ons optional. And that means dealers have to provide the offering price, that they have to tell customers that optional add-ons are not required, and they have to give the actual total when discussing monthly payments as well. Also, consumer consent. The dealer must get the consumer's express consent for any charges that they pay as part of a purchase. The rule also prohibits dealers from charging for any add-ons that don't actually benefit the customer, like an oil change service contract on an electric vehicle, which would be useless. This rule has been finalized, and you can read more about it right now at CBS4Indy.com. For CBS 4 News, I'm Zach Myers.
Right. So you've seen that and you heard that. Now, imagine a customer, or should I say one of the FTC reps because they sending people out and they're doing secret shops all over the place. Imagine one of them just riding in and a sales rep is outside and they say, hey, how much is that? They give them a price and they say, can I get it for this? And the sales rep say, yeah, man, come on, we can go up. Something simple like that. Now your store is in violation. Or somebody texting somebody that it comes with something that we know is an additional cost, but they're just telling the customer it comes with that rather than admitting that it's an add-on. That right there is a violation. It's in text or it's in email. These little things I'm already seeing is costing dealers hundreds of thousands and for a couple millions. And you may wonder, well, how come I haven't heard of it? Think about this. If it was to happen to your store, would you want it known publicly, especially in your area, that your customers' data wasn't protected, that you had major violations for not protecting customers' information, that you weren't following the Federal Trade Commission guidelines? No dealership wants that out because that would be like that would be death to the store. And so everybody pays their fines and does what they have to do and keep it as quiet as possible, because you get the violations and they don't necessarily publicize it unless, somebody tries to sue them. Then it goes public because the lawsuit becomes public record. But there are several stores, I'd like to say close to 100 that I know of now, where this is already happening. And the last thing I want to happen is that you find out that it's happening when they're standing in your showroom or in your office trying to talk to you about the violations. So back office compliance, make sure you have that compliance manager. Make sure you're checking out data protection. As a matter of fact, there's a really awesome company, Identity Max, that I'm familiar with that offers a tremendous service where it's all in one. They do the data protection, they do the compliance management, they do data breach, all of it. As a matter of fact, in the description of the video, I'll have a link for it where you can check out Identity Max. As far as for your data breach, and just as far as making sure that you fine-tuning your team. If you do have someone that's training your staff, make sure that they're up on these compliance regulations. So they're training your sales team and giving them the word tracks that doesn't lead you into violation. And if you don't have those and you just want to get the compliance just as it's relevant to the sales team to give to a manager of yours, or if you're in management, you want it for yourself, just shoot me a message or in the comments, say, send it to me and I'll message it to you on whatever platform you're watching this on. But other than that, I greatly appreciate you checking out this video. But hey, make sure that you like this video, share this video so other people in the automotive industry are aware of what's going on. But make sure that you're proactive versus being reactive. You know how our business is. We're notorious for not fixing something until it's already bit us in the butt, cost a lot of money. Then we realize it's a good idea to fix it. Well, right now, the FTC is coming. And they're trying to cut into that $34 trillion deficit. And they know that notoriously our industry has been known for being fairly sloppy in different areas, different places. I won't say sloppy, I'll say not as detail-oriented as we need be. But luckily, over the years with the software, I've seen a ton of improvement. So right on to the real and get out the game to the fakers. I'm Brian Maxwell. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you at the dealership.
Did you know, according to a recent Forbes article, 58% of customers will pay more for better customer service? As the automotive market gets more competitive, sales training is more important than ever. This is where Brian Maxwell comes in. For over a decade, Brian Maxwell provides sales training for some of the biggest dealer groups in the country, and for manufacturers such as Ford, Chevy, Toyota, and many others. Brian has also trained over 10,000 automotive sales associates worldwide. Brian Maxwell's value is in the fact that he provides real-world, simple-to-follow, and easy-to-apply sales training to your team. His training helps sales teams convert consistently with higher profit margins and how to leverage social media to generate qualified leads. He does this by applying all aspects of learning, utilizing classroom training, role-playing, and one-on-one evaluations. This allows your sales teams to hear, see, and apply selling methods that flat out work. Knowing that results and profits are the only way to establish a long-term working relationship, Brian Maxwell's focus is results and profit-orientated. So, if you'd like to supercharge the customer experience, your sales team's production, and your bottom line, schedule a time for a consultation with Brian Maxwell today.